Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on GEDEH Talk. Today is Wednesday, September the 4th, 2024. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. But first, Dissent. Dissent is essential and critical for any democracy. Liberia is no exception. Joseph Human Worker crackdown on democracy is wrong and must be thwarted. We got a series of hot topics for all of us here tonight. Joseph Human Worker leads 60 into China. The Indonesia 4. Budget fingered. Failed rescue mission. Mika dismissed 198. Justice denied, overturned. Recast budget versus investigation. Purging thousands. Also, developing story. Return without anything. Senator Yumli Kangalorus attends the DNC. Tonight broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about Vanja, Princess Alexa III, Vanja Colley, Princess Alexa III of Freedom FM, Monrovia, Liberia. Happy birthday to you, Princess. Lionel Warity, my friend. Tassalet F. Chia, happy birthday to you also. The big brother Daniel Pine of Philadelphia, happy birthday to you. Helena Cole, Vanny Soko Clark, Roland Toto, and our Sonny Hodges. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, today we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well, okay? We got a great show coming up here for our hot topics tonight. Joseph Human Worker leads 60 into China. JMB leads the highest delegation ever in the history of Liberia to China. Almost $1 million United States dollars has been spent on both Indonesia and China trips, with no response from Joseph Human Worker for the palm oil deal in Indonesia. What can he take back to the Liberian people from China? Will WOLOGISI or GEDEH Mountains be offered to reawaken a deal former President George Weah tried to make when he first visited Beijing? Do you remember that deal? Yasa K. Ware, do you remember? Fmr Morris, you remember? Why so many people had to travel with him? Let's dig deeper. Also, coming up, Indonesia 4. Joseph Human Worker fell flat on the floor at the airport in Indonesia. How did it happen? And why are his handlers keeping this a secret from the Liberian people? Why did they beg Joseph Human Worker for palm oil deal? One day, the Indonesian government signed over $3.5 billion deals with other African countries, including Ghana, from right next door, but not with Liberia. Let's dig deeper. Also, coming up, if you just joined us here, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind, okay? Salome Weeks, welcome to you, my little sister. Sabina Harris, Barbara D. Wilson, William Hoff, Jerome Weah, Patrick Kayasier, our senior distributor. Welcome. Budget fingered. Who fingered the national budget? GEDEH reports that 2 representatives, 1 senator, 1 secretary, and others in the executive branch, names withheld, are responsible. But who is the whistleblower? House report indicts Joseph Human Worker of being in the know and cleared Speaker J. Fonati Kofa of any wrongdoing. But why is the House of Representatives shielding some members who are involved? Let's dig deeper. Why is the House of Representatives shielding some members involved in the fingering of the national budget? What's in it? Why can't they tell the Liberian people exactly what happened? Let's dig deeper. Failed rescue mission. Unity Party government officials are rescuing themselves with unbelievable salaries and benefits as poverty increases across the country. LTA acting commissioners make over $15,000 United States dollars, while APRC managing director Amos Thwarted takes home over $22,000 per month. Just calculate what the guys are taking home. 22,000 times 6. 22,000 times 6. Imagine how much money is that. For 6 months, that is 15,000 for 6 months. That's 90,000 for 6 months for LTA. Patrick Honor there who are passing around, going from office to office just the other day. Imagine how much money they are taking home when poverty reigns across the country. Also, coming up, they've argued that they met it there. So what or who did they rescue? Let's dig deeper. Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, Tourism dismissed 198. The Ministry of Information has dismissed 198 civil servants from the employ of government on grounds that, quote, they are seditious. When does this purging stop? Who do all these dismissed civil servants cry to? Who do they cry to? Liberians in the diaspora or their lawmakers? Members of the House of Representatives, Senate, they are direct representatives in government. Justice denied, overturned. The Supreme Court of Liberia has overturned a jury guilty verdict of former Chief Justice Gloria Musu's cat and 4 others in the Shallow Musu murder case and set her free. Did Joseph Yuma Boaga Unity Party administration play any role in this? Why did the UP government officials and partisans openly celebrate the Supreme Court's ruling in favor of convicted murderers, Scott and others, but have not upheld former rulings by the same Supreme Court in the tenured positions? Will Shalom Musu ever get justice? Will Gloria Musu, Scott and family pursue the murder of Shalom Musu? What went wrong with the government prosecutors at the Supreme Court of Liberia? Did GEDEH Digging Deeper Department get it right when we question whether the prosecution could prove murder beyond a reasonable doubt, and why not the charge of negligence homicide? Today, we are getting information that the former Chief Justice Gloria Musu Scott is contemplating on burying the young lady behind me, Shalom Musu. So for almost 14 plus months, Shalom Musu's body has been at Simose's funeral parlors on ice. The young lady has not been laid to rest. And this is sheer wickedness. For 14 months, she's been laying on ice at Simose's funeral parlors. Recast budget versus investigation. House Speaker J. Funati Kofa has placed the Joseph Yuma Boakai administration's budget recast proposal on hold in favor of an investigation into the alleged fingerings and movement of millions of dollars in the national budget. Will the national legislature get to the bottom of how millions of dollars have either been stolen or squandered? Or the investigation will end up in committee room? What about the civil service agency lacking constitutional authority? Will Speaker Kofa bring the arrogant director Josiah Joker, the Joker, to book? Let's dig deeper. Purging thousands. The Joseph Yuma Boyka Unity Party government witch hunt and purging the payroll moves to dismiss over 6,300 civil servants from the employ of government. The JFK Medical Center will see over 700 nurses, doctors, practitioners, and other workers dismissed. Is it okay for anyone to celebrate such mass dismissals in reference to some nurses singing, "You harmonize my pay, my salary, I harmonize your vote. You gave me 20%, I gave you 0%. End of quote. Are these mass dismissals targeted against seditions or those who sang that song? Can you distinguish? Can anyone distinguish between those who sang the song and seditions for mass dismissals? Let's dig deeper. Got a great show for all of us here tonight. All right, so don't go nowhere. Return without anything. Joseph Yuma Boyka has again returned from Atlanta, Georgia, and is gone to Indonesia, China, and will be returning without anything. No, Monique Boy, you welcome to you. How you doing? Inja Brown, Henrietta T. King, Linda Ruslam, Kroman Salihu, welcome. Tukba Louis, Yassa Sharif. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Okay? Be my guest. And if you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind, okay? Got a great show. Welcome.
Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream." Barack Obama said, "Change, yes, we can." And I, George Weah, said, "Power to the people. Yes, we must." Fellow citizens, fellow Liberians, freedom and power brings responsibility. The responsibility rests upon CDC, a noble party representing the noble people.
Noble people.
Before the birth of CDC, we have endured all the pains of poverty and marginalization. Our heart is heavy with the consciousness of this sorrow. Some of those pains continue even now. However, the past is over, and it is the future that attracts us now. The struggle of the people is the true national one. It is the struggle of the Liberian people, inspired by their own suffering and their own experience. It is the struggle for the right to live. In my lifetime, I have and will dedicate myself to the struggle of the Liberian people. I stand before you humble by your courage, with a heart full of love for all of you. I regard it as the highest honor to lead CDC at this moment in our history. And in that, we have been chosen to lead our country by your courage, with a heart full of love for all of you. I regard it as the highest honor to lead. Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream." Barack Obama said, "Change, yes, we can." And I, George Weah, said, "Power to the people. Yes, we must." Fellow citizens, fellow Liberians, freedom and power brings responsibility. The responsibility rests upon CDC, a noble party representing the noble people. Before the birth of CDC, we have endured all the pains of poverty and marginalization. Our heart is heavy with the consciousness of this sorrow. Some of those pains continue even now. However, the past is over, and it is the future that attracts us now. The struggle of the people is the true national one. It is the struggle of the Liberian people, inspired by their own suffering and their own experience. It is the struggle for the right to live. In my lifetime, I have and will dedicate myself to the struggle of the Liberian people. I stand before you humble by your courage, with a heart full of love for all of you. I regard it as the highest honor to lead CDC at this moment in our history. And in that, we have been chosen to lead our country.
We have been chosen to lead our country. President George Weah. Change. Yes, we can. To the people.
Yes, fellow citizens, fellow Liberians, freedom and power brings responsibility. The responsibility rests upon CDC, the noble party representing
the noble people.
For the birth of CDC.
That was His Excellency President George Weah accepting the 2017 elections. Let me welcome my young brother here from Cote d'Ivoire. I believe he's in Cote d'Ivoire. As Godier, Willie, welcome. How you doing tonight, my man? Good to see you on here. Okay, welcome to you. This is from the House of Representatives, a report on the investigation. Listen.
The attestation to the budget document, which was subsequently signed by the Vice President, Secretary of the Senate, and the Chief Clerk, Exhibit 2. 5. On May 5, 2024, the Speaker departed the country for the United States. See Exhibit 3. 6. On May 7, 2024, the engrossing clerk transmitted the approved budget to the Office of the President for signature and publication. See Exhibit 4. 7. During our investigation and cross-examination, the stenographer engrossing clerk said the budget was sent to the Senate for concurrence. The concurred budget was sent back to the House for onward submission to the Executive Mansion. After the receipt of the national budget by the Executive Mansion, the engrossing clerk received a call from the engrossing clerk of the Senate, who informed her that his boss, the Secretary of the Senate, had requested that the budget be recalled from the Executive Mansion due to errors. According to the engrossing clerk, after the call was made, she was authorized by her boss, Deputy Chief Clerk, to withdraw the budget from the Executive Mansion. On the morning of May 8, 2024, the engrossing clerk advised the Deputy Chief Clerk that she has concerns about the unorthodox manner of the recall of the budget. The Deputy Chief Clerk acknowledged the concerns of the engrossing clerk. 8. On May 8, 2024, the Deputy Chief Clerk received from the Secretary of the Senate a document which he believed to be the replacement budget document. The Deputy Chief Clerk did not check to verify the content of the document he received, nor did he inform the Chief Clerk or communicate with the Office of the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker, who was acting as presiding in the absence of the Speaker. 9. The Deputy Chief Clerk transmitted the document received from the Secretary of the Senate to the Executive Mansion on May 8, 2024. 10. The original budget was retrieved by the engrossing clerk on May 8, 2024 and filed in accordance with the procedure of the Chief Clerk Office. 11. When inquiry began, the original budget document is missing from the file cabinet in which it was stored. A copy of the document is all that is available. 12. The Deputy Chief Clerk was unable to explain how the signature of the Speaker, who was out of the country, signed the document of May 8, 2024.
That's just a synopsis of the report. The report by the House of Representatives, the chief clerk, the engrossing clerk, the Senate secretary, this person, that person. What did they do to us? Jessica, MJ, what did they do to us? These people in both houses, the Senate and the House of Representatives. My daughter, Nina Kuya, what did they do to us? What did they do to us? They lied to us.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your stomach, stop slipping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go.
They lie. The people fool us.
The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much.
I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us.
They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach in DNA unique, they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie?
Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to grieve? You see,
we just tell you
that's why we vote tell you.
But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us.
The government betray us. They betray us so much.
I said they lie. The people fool us.
The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can knock the government. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish.
The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired.
You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work,
but people crying for hunger.
Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation
is poor. You got nothing to show.
Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie.
The people fool us.
The people lie to us.
The government betray us.
They betray us so much. They lie.
The people fool us.
The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can knock the government. Tired with the promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach in DNA unique.
They deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us.
So why does you lie?
Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to grieve? You see,
we just tell you
that's why we vote tell you.
But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, the poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government you lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us. They lie.
The people fool us so.
The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. We tired with the promises that
Let us do a lot of damages.
We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal?
Why does you allow the citizen to grieve? You see, we trust tell you. That's why we vote tell you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So
why? The government should lie. Why?
But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. Miss Nee Allison, welcome there on the YouTube channel. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they kidnap, they corrupt. Why? Why should they lie to the Liberian people? Folks, good evening to you there. Welcome. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. It's midweek, Wednesday night, and of course, we are live and direct from Detroit, Michigan. Charlene Pratt, welcome to you there. She says, they put their toes and fingers all in the documents. They did. And Fmr Morris is enjoying the show. When something is getting to her soul, that when she comes in with Mr. Gimmer. Welcome, Fmr Morris. Jemima Taylor, welcome to you. Victoria Musulue Townsend, good to see all of you here tonight. Indeed, we got a great show. Jawala Plua, welcome. Nina Quia, my daughter, they gave us so la, yeah, absolutely they did. And Rachel Lawrence, good to see you as well. Welcome. To all of you joining us here. Sandro Rogers, welcome there. Josephus Mane, I see you. Welcome to you. Jessica Beslow, good to see you all here. Eddie Mayata Song Belema, welcome. So I can see too many sanctions coming under this failed GMB Unity Party government. Absolutely. And of course, we'll be right here to tell you exactly what it is. All right. Otaka Kahu, digging deeper, aka Teacher Light Only Father, Mr. Gilmore. Welcome, dear Otaka. Good to see you here as well. And this young man, Kofa Snare Welle's son, Stephen Nangbe Jule. I am Stephen Nangbe Jule watching from the last district in Monserrado County. That's district number 17. Welcome to you there. Good to see you on here. Stephen Nangbe Jule, welcome to you there. And it's great to have all of you here. If you are here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist that we will be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind. If you don't agree with what we say here, you can take the telephone. Our numbers are all over the place. Call us and say what you have to say on the show, but don't insult people. If you do, we will block you. Yeah, if you do, we will block you, right? Samson Kerry, welcome. Welcome to you there from Barnesville Township, Samson Carey. Good to see you on here. And Comfort Wilson, welcome as well. All is well here. We are doing great. And of course, this is the program Liberia First on GEDEH Talk. It's dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones tonight. Vanja Colley, Princess Alexa of Freedom FM. Happy birthday to you. Lionel Warity, Tassalet F. Chia, Daniel Pine of Philadelphia, Eleanor Cole, Vanin Soko Clark, Roland Toto, and Sonny Hodges. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Okay? For our hot topics and lead stories on here tonight, for those of you that just joined us, if you don't know, I've not seen this picture behind me. This is the picture of the late Shallow Musu. Shallow Musu was murdered in her own home by her own family members, led by former Chief Justice Gloria Musu Scott in Caldwell, February 23rd, 2023. She was murdered. The former Chief Justice and three others, family members, three other women, were indicted by the Monserrato grand jury, were indicted and, of course, charged with 3 counts, including murder. They will go to court and were subsequently found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. Okay? We're going to fast track this story. Amy Black, welcome to you there from Des Moines, Iowa. Welcome. Good to see you always. Talking about Des Moines, Iowa. Hawa Tote, also from Des Moines. Welcome to you there. Great to see all of you here. And Ye Boyu Zene from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome there. Miss Zene, good to see you. Okay, welcome. So Shallow Musu was murdered by her own family in her own home. Okay? And they tried to cook up all kinds of stories to implicate falsely innocent people, the likes of Mayor Jefferson Koji and Vali Teller. Okay? You will recall that the night of the incident, preliminary and investigation conducted says that the former Chief Justice Gloria Musu Scott first call that she made that night was to the former Justice Minister Frank Musa Dean. What did she say to Musa Dean that night? What was that conversation about? Did she tell him, oh, we accidentally killed this little girl? This crime happened around 9 to 9:30 p.m. that night. They did not take this child body or did not take her as an injured person for any medical attention until 5 a.m. 5 a.m. What were they doing? When did she place the call to Frank Musa Dean? And according to the investigation, Shallow Musu made from her phone record, she made 4 calls. Shallow Musu made 4 calls to the phone belonging to Gloria Musu Scott. The first 3 calls lasted for less than 2 seconds. That is, she picked up the call and hung up, or she declined the call. The fourth call lasted less than a minute, about 48 to 56 seconds. What did Shallow say in that call? Eh? Yes, I care where. Shallow Musu is crying every day for justice. What did Shallow Musu say to Gloria Musu's cat? Okay? When on the fourth call. And these are all documented in a police report. The investigation was aided by the United States Embassy right near Monrovia, accredited near Monrovia. The United States Embassy aided in this investigation. Okay? Reasons why Michael McCarthy will lash out at the opposition. And there be that Jerome Verdier, who came and narrated that this crime was committed by Jeff Koji. The FBI went to Jerome Verdier's home in Ohio and asked him they could accompany him to Liberia to testify in a case to show proof, evidence that indeed this crime was committed by Jeff Koji and Vali Tele. He began to cry. I don't want to go. If I go, they're going to kill me. They're going to do this to me. They're going to do that to me. They told him, we'll protect you. We'll give you protection. No, please, I don't want to go. Okay? Joetta Kuyon, welcome. So, that's what happened with Shallow Musu. Fast track, Gloria Musu's cat and others were convicted. Boakai and then opposition group were all paranoid. They didn't like the fact that justice had prevailed by the conviction, guilty verdict of Gloria Musu's cat and others. And so immediately when he seized power, we said it here many times, you will bear me out. Abraham Conan, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you here, my brother. He says, good evening, my brother, and GHT CLN family. Welcome. Okay? Henry say you, Naklan. Liberian President Weah is on the transit bus in China. Wow. Okay, immediately he took power. We saw what happened. Gloria Musu's cat began to go home. She was not staying at the South Beach anymore. She was going back and forth home. So we told you here that we did not think that she was going to stay any time in jail. But we are happy for the fact that she was charged. She and others were charged, found guilty by competent men and women who were jurors, sentenced, and the Unity Party government will come in and free her. Okay? That's what happened. They evaded justice. But we'd like to report to you today that Gloria Musu's cat says what concerns her now is to lay to rest Shallow Musu. So for almost 14 months, almost 15 months, since February last year, this child had been on ice. In fact, February 2023, February 2024, that 1 year. Okay? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 19 months. Almost 19 months, almost 2 years. This child body has been on ice at Simosa's funeral palace. What an evil act. What tragedy. What an evil act. Okay? Yeah. What an evil act. And she says, all she wants to do now is to bury Shalom Musu. Yeah. All she wants to do now is to bury Shalom Musu. May this young lady's soul continue to rest in peace. And may she fight and get justice for herself. May she fight and get justice for herself. May Shalom Musu fight and get justice for herself. Because this Boakai government has denied her justice. Okay? This Boakai government has denied her justice. So we pray that she will fight in whatever way possible. She will fight. And all of us that are here who saw this case, who were part and parcel of making sure this case got to a resolution by contributing to the Concerned Liberian Network Fund that staged the protests in Monrovia, led by teacher like A.B. Weah and Fmr L. Morris and others in Monrovia that went to the Justice Ministry on 14th Street and sat there and said, we are not leaving from here until we can speak with the Justice Minister, Frank Musa Dean, until we can get to some logical conclusion that this Justice Minister will tell the Liberian people what conversation did he and Gloria Mususka have or had on the night of the murder. That was on June 5th, 2023. June 5th, when we staged the protest. 2 weeks later, charges were brought. 2 weeks after that protest, charges were brought against Gloria Mususka and 3 others, family members from in the home. We will not renege. We will not relent. We will not give up. We will not let up. Shalom Musu will get justice. Come what may. She will get justice. Whoever Gloria Mususka pepper sprayed will find that person. Or she will pinpoint that person. Okay? May her soul rest in perfect peace. Let's move on. So, Joseph Yuma Boakai led a 60-man delegation to Beijing, China. 60. 60-man delegation. 60-man delegation. And Tukwa Jiwa Bayu said, if they bury her now, then Gloria's car will bounce back in court for evidence. Otherwise, they will start pointing and lying on innocent people. Autopsies were done on the girl's body. Autopsies were done. Reports were made. Findings gathered. Everything. You know, there's nothing new they can get. There's nothing new they can get. The investigation was assisted by the United States Embassy. They were involved in the investigation. Okay? They were involved. Yeah. Sophia Crab, SK, welcome. Minnesota, good to you. Oh. I know, right? Welcome to you. How you doing? All right. So Joseph Yuma Boakai took a 60-man delegation to China, from Indonesia to China. 60-man delegation, the highest number of delegates ever in the history of Liberia. 60-man delegation. Imagine how much is the ticket for each person per dime, DSA, hotel costs, feeding, this, that. Imagine. That's a presidential delegation. Between the two countries, Indonesia and China, almost $1 million. Almost $1 million spent in Indonesia. The Indonesian government signed a lucrative $3.5 billion. $3.5 billion agreement with a number of countries. All right? With Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Tanzania, South Africa, and Namibia. Okay? From Bali, Antara, Indonesia. Indonesia managed to secure investment agreements worth US 94.1 million in health sector at the high level forum on multi-stakeholder partnership and the second Indonesia Africa Forum joint leader session. The agreement was signed through a memorandum of understanding between Indonesia and several African countries. Director of Africa at the Directorate General of Asia, Pacific, and Africa of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dewi Justicia Midwiti, informed in Bali on Monday. The African countries are Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Tanzania, South Africa, and Namibia. Several Indonesian companies were said to be involved in a collaboration, including PT Bio Pharma Group, Dexa Medica, Triton, and PT Petiwi. These are news clips from Bali, Antara, Indonesia. Okay? The government only broadcasted the beginning part of the talks, as seen in the broadcasted snippet. The Liberian leader did not respond to Jokowi's call for help to shield the palm oil sector. All right, that's why we told you that Joseph Boakai did not respond when the Indonesian president asked him When the Indonesian president asked him to help in the anti-palm oil trade, Joseph Boakai did not respond. According to a UN Development Program document, oil palm production covers over more than 1 million hectares in Liberia, approximately 21.2% of the farming households produce palm oil. The Liberian oil sector employs over 220,000 people. The Observatory of Economic Complexity, OEC, data showed Liberia exported 90.8 million worth of palm oil throughout 2022, with exports mainly going to the Netherlands. Boakai did not respond. Yeah. Okay. And this other information say, the one that says help us fight anti-palm oil campaign Indonesia asks Liberia by Jayante Nada Shofa, September 2nd, 2024. It says President Boakai, President Joko Jakawi shakes hands with his Liberian counterpart, Joseph Boakai, on the margins of the Indonesia Africa Forum in Bali. On the margins, on the sideline. Okay. Lawalazu. You want me to speak Loma to you? Imenuga? Lawalazu. You want me to speak Loma to you? You call me funny, man? You call me funny, man? God bless you. I get plenty. You know, I married Loma woman. I know some Loma thing there. I will come and curse you just that you in Loma, you're coming to run away from yourself. Yeah. Just be there. God bless you. I want to come and look at you like a noko, lemanoko. You know what I'll come and do to you? Tell about you funny looking man. Yeah. Okay. $3.5 billion signed. You say, whether I can listen to myself. Do you listen to Boakai when he returned home after spending millions on foreign trips and goes back home without anything? Do you listen to him? Or you got to justify your own relating what they're giving you to be attacking people on social media? But we're not here for that. Ato Solo Senior, welcome. You said Liberia is a joke. And 42 years experience is Vlad, Mr. Gilmer. Absolutely. All right. Boakai has damaged this country. Her position in the world with 60-man delegation to the People's Republic of China, to China. What does Boakai take back home to the Liberian people? Does he go back home with a toboggi oil where they rub on his fingers in Indonesia, in Bali? Or is he going back to tell the Liberian people to force a deal? When President Weah went to China, he negotiated for almost $4 billion deal for China to put that money up front for development, and Liberia was going to be repaying through minerals. Whether China was going to come to take WOLOGISI Mountain in Lofa, or the GEDEH Mountain in Grand GEDEH, when President Weah returned home from his China trip, the first time he traveled to China, folks were saying, the likes of Lawalazu were saying, not in my backyard. You can't touch WOLOGISI. You can't do this, not in my backyard. Is Joseph Boyka going to sell WOLOGISI to China? Is he going to sell the GEDEH Mountain or Putu Mountain to China? Just to go back with something. Yeah. Jessica Beslow. The people hit the facts, Mr. Gilmer. Don't waste your time. Absolutely. Yeah. You need to really close your ears and leave. You don't like to hear what we say here, close your ear and leave. Yeah. Okay? After Solo Senior, he's going to have feasibility for Liberia. He take it feasible with him for feasibility study, right? Okay. What does he go back to Liberia with after spending almost $1 million? Look at the newspapers. What are the stories in the newspapers? Liberians are crying. They decry their leader, traveling almost every 2 weeks around the world, halfway around the world, and returning with nothing. I bet maybe his next trip, he went to South Korea. He went back with nothing. He came to the United States about 3 times since he became president. He went back with nothing. Zilch, zero, nada, fokoki. He took back. He was in Indonesia. They rubbed toboggi oil on his finger. They said, "Tisse." What are that toboggi oil or the pure palm oil? They gave him nothing. He's gone to China. What does he take back home? Up to now, almost 9 months in the governance space, Boyka has not breaking ground for any major development in the country. He has not broken ground for any major development in the country. Every day we see videos from across Liberia. The roads, the highways are in deplorable shape. The roads have become impassable. When Boyka is on record stating, in my first 100 days, there will be no cars stuck in the mud. The roads, after spending $22 million, United States dollars, the roads are impassable. We see those videos every day coming in. Every day. What does he take back home? Okay, what does he take back home? We see managing directors of state-owned enterprises, LTA, commissioners, taking home $15,000 per month salary and benefits. Salary plus benefit, taking home $15,000. LPRC Amos 12, taking home $22,000. Port director, taking home $25,000. Okay? When majority of the country is crying poverty. Think about we in the diaspora here. The phone calls we get every day. If I read you some messages and played you some voicemails that come to my WhatsApp from Liberians in Liberia seeking help, you will understand what we're talking about. Families, parents cannot pay their children's school fees. Parents cannot pay their children's school fees. people setting themselves ablaze, on fire, because they just can't take it. Okay? That's a curse. If you say you got 42, 44 years experience in government, the only job you ever did was government job. You never worked in any private sector. That's Joseph Boakai. Never worked in any private sector. The only job he ever had was a government job, from one position to another, from high school through college, whatsoever. Never worked anywhere else besides the government of Liberia. He comes to be the leader. They are purging the payroll. They're purging the employment of government, removing mass dismissals of citizens, civil servants from various agencies and ministries, mass dismissals, alleging that these people are seditious because they were employed between 2019 and 2023. So only seditious were hired between 2019 and 2023. That's what they are saying. So this is the yardstick that each government, whether it's Unity Party, CDC, ANC, UPP, whatever political party that comes to be, they should dismiss everybody and hire everybody from their side, from their party. Okay? That's what they are telling us. Martha Hammer, they look for it, Mr. Gamer. We told them, but they didn't believe us. Now they want George Manuel Weah to pay. And Gabriel West, incompetent and wicked old man. Absolutely. Eddie, my yata song, Belleman. Joseph went back with nothing, Boakai. I get tip off, from your comments here too. Efan, Benny, JMB is an embarrassment, and he's also an incompetent leader of Liberia. Nothing JMB will accomplish at all. Nothing. Zilch, nada, Fogoki, zero. Okay? Purging the payrolls. Poker Roberts, I didn't hear from you, my man. Welcome. Good to see you. I didn't hear from you. Try it tomorrow again, okay? I know you probably were busy, but try it tomorrow. Nothing has been achieved by Boakai. 9 months. We told you here last night that 9 months, 6 months, 5 months is not too much for what the citizens will resolve to doing. Because the international community will not look at 9 months to judge any government. That's why when you see the reports from the U.S. State Department on Liberia, it's always a yearly report, a yearly assessment. Okay? At least a yearly assessment. Boakai will soon make 1 year in power. Okay? And so the people will resolve, or the people are resolved to making sure that this government will deliver, whether it's actions through their direct representatives, or the Senate, the people are resolved. It's only a matter of time. I told you here that Boyka should not take the comfort, the silence of the people for granted. He should not. He should not take the people, I don't like to use the word complacency, but they are resolved to be peaceful at this time. To allow him 1 year in his leadership, he should not take it for granted. He should not take the people's love as a weakness. He should not take the sweetness of the people as a weakness. Like the songwriter said, don't take my sweetness for weakness. All right? Absolutely. My matter son, Mr. Gilman, I'm kindly appealing to my former President Weah not to assist those so-called oppositions that are asking him to pay their children's school fees. They told us that former President Weah was using their country money. And since he isn't in power, let them go to their President GMB who have their country money. Oh, you're right about that, my mother son. Makula Musu Dennis, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. Okay. The people, you can't play with people's actions. And this is why we continue to put our lawmakers, especially the Speaker and the CDC block in the House of Representatives or in both houses. That's why we continue to put them under the microscope, on the spotlight. Let me say something to all of us here tonight. I don't know whether I should say it now. I don't know whether I should say it now. I will share it in the chat rooms first, okay? Let me preserve it for now. I will say it in the chat room first. But our lawmakers, our senators, representatives in the CDC block, in the CDC legislative caucus, Paul Higbert Stem says, say it now. Yeah. Puka Rabba, you're welcome. You say, thanks. Puka Rabba said, thanks so much, great chairman, for the work you do for our party and country at large, Chief. No doubt. Yeah. Certainly. We will continue to do this. All right? We'll continue to do this because that's the country of our birth, of our upbringing. Okay, that's the only country we cannot be deported from, or to, rather, or deported from, according to Darius DeLong. Everybody's saying I should say it. Solomon Weeks, my little sister, says, say it now, please, brother. James S. Keller, Martha Hammer, Arthur Solo Sr., my own son. He said I should say it. It's nothing big. It's nothing big. I can say it anywhere. Because you know what? We are talking about the national budget. The national budget being fingered, being authored by none others but lawmakers and people in the executive. And Joseph Boyka at the center, at the fulcrum of it all. Okay? Lawmakers, senators, representatives, secretary of the Senate, of the House. We played you the video at the beginning, but we decided to withhold those names. I engaged a couple of them today, whether directly or through emissaries. All right? And one of them and myself had a long conversation. Okay? But what I wanted to tell you is that we spoke with a senator and another representative. This is it. We spoke with a senator and another representative. The bottom line of what I gathered from those two at two different times, maybe about 2-3 hours apart from the conversation I had with them. What we gather from there is that this message by CDC transforming setbacks into a great comeback. Transforming setback into a great comeback. That message will not materialize if we remain on this pattern with our legislative caucus. All right? Transforming the setbacks into a great comeback for 2029. If we remain as we are, it will be difficult. That's what I gather from those two people. A senator and a member of the House of Representatives. And those are not familiar people that every one of us here know. We may know them, but they're not people out there like that. And because we sit on these platforms, pro CDC networks, we sit on this platform defending the revolution, encouraging folks, and we see our leaders, our legislative caucus, nonchalant, complacent, idle, doing nothing, with mass dismissals of civil servants, mass dismissals of civil servants. Okay? They say dry dog sweet. But what will you be eating before the dog gets dry? Huh? We played you the video of the report from the House of Representatives. Besides that, we have the copy of the report. Okay? We have the copy of the report. Go back to our story when we first published the story that the story about who fingered the budget. 5 days ago, we said who fingered the budget. GHT, Digging Deeper Department reports that 2 representatives, 1 senator, a secretary, and others in the executive, names withheld, are responsible. Who is the whistleblower? Intriguing story. Right? If you didn't see it that time, let me put it on the screen. Let me put that on the screen so that you see what we're talking about. Okay? We are not against anybody. This is it. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot so that you save it. You'll see at the top there 5 days ago. Who fingered the budget? Emmanuel, JJ, welcome. Twee Wiles, welcome. Titus Massacre. Albert Bali Bine, good to see you on here. The Queen, Khadija, welcome to you as well. On the radio, listening. Okay? I can't get it any closer, Otaka Kahu. You need to take a screenshot and zoom it yourself. I can't get it any closer. There's no way I can zoom it. Okay? This is a post. It's not a picture. Yeah. What I'm showing you here, John Last Man Standing, Striker Lawrence, welcome. Abraham Connor, my dear brother, friend and brother. You say, as you may know, dog is damn greasy. So it is very difficult to get dry. What will you be eating before the dog gets dry? You'll be licking the grease. Now, Lawalazu, what will you be eating? Lawalazu, what will you be eating before the dog gets dry? 5 days ago is what I'm emphasizing here. 5 days ago, we spoke about it. 2 senators, two representatives, 1 senator, a secretary. All right. What did you hear from the report? What did you hear from the report? The report by the House of Representatives. Let's try to bring you that video again. Yeah. Jerry Akwe, welcome. How you doing? Let's try to play that video. The report. Though we got a copy. The soft copy, the hard copy, we have it. But listen to the report as read during plenary of the special sitting of the 55th legislature, the House of Representatives. Listen to the report here. And then I will go, because some of the stuff were left out. I will go to the report, the copy we have, and inform you. But listen.
The attestation to the budget document, which was subsequently signed by the Vice President, Secretary of the Senate, and the Chief Clerk, Exhibit 2. 5. On May 5, 2024, the Speaker departed the country for the United States. See Exhibit 3. 6. On May 7, 2024, the engrossing clerk translated the approved budget to the office of the President for signature and publication. See Exhibit 4. 7. During our investigation and cross-examination, The stenographer in Gross Sinclair said the budget was sent to the Senate for concurrence. The concurred budget was sent back to the House for onward submission to the Executive Mansion. After the receipt of the national budget by the Executive Mansion, the engrossing clerk received a call from the engrossing clerk of the Senate, who informed her that his boss, the Secretary of the Senate, had requested that the budget be recalled from the Executive Mansion due to errors. According to the engrossing clerk, after the call was made, she was authorized by her boss, Deputy Chief Clerk, to withdraw the budget from the Executive Mansion. On the morning of May 8, 2024, the engrossing clerk advised the Deputy Chief Clerk that she has concerns about the unorthodox manner of the recall of the budget. The Deputy Chief Clerk acknowledged the concerns of the engrossing clerk. 8. On May 8, 2024, the Deputy Chief Clerk received from the Secretary of the Senate a document which he believed to be the replacement budget document. The Deputy Chief Clerk did not check to verify the content of the document he received, nor did he inform the Chief Clerk or communicate with the office of the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker, who was acting as presiding in the absence of the Speaker. 9. The Deputy Chief Clerk transmitted the document received from the Secretary of the Senate to the Executive Mansion on May 8, 2024. 10. The original budget was retrieved by the engrossing clerk on May 8, 2024 and filed in accordance with the procedure of the Chief Clerk Office. 11. When inquiry began, the original budget document is missing from the file cabinet in which it was stored. A copy of the document is all that is available. 12. The Deputy Chief Clerk was unable to explain how the signature of the Speaker, who was out on the country, signed the document on May 8, 2024. 13. The Ministry of Finance Development Planning claimed to have really allowed and classified 8 sectoral appropriations which were noted by the committee investigations. The grievances noted that the investigation were determined by reconciling the budget forward to the President and endorsed with figures amounts reflected in the signed bill published by the Ministry of Finance Development Planning (MFDP). As a result of this analysis, expanding and sectoral appropriations that the President endorsed were decreased by the amounts reflected in the chart below. In the committee's investigation, Ministry of Finance and Development further clarified the discrepancies noted were due to the wrongful classification by the legislature, which indicated the decrease and increase in the 8 sectoral appropriations.
Okay, you heard it right. That's not the complete report there. As a matter of fact, he started off, I think, he didn't start from 1. The report from number 1 all the way. Yeah. There's a background, the objectives, methodology used, committee findings, and what have you, up to 13 findings. And then we got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then findings, reasons, and conclusions. Then recommendations. All right? That's the intriguing part. The recommendations are not calling for, or it's not calling for the senators or representatives to be punished. They are calling for the secretary, the chief clerk, those common people with no elected position. They are calling for them to be punished, to be disciplined. Okay? Yeah. Let me read the recommendations for you. We're going to publish the whole document. We're going to publish it, okay? Recommendations. Based on the foregoing, the committee recommends 1. The national budget is passed by the legislature and approved by the executive. It is thereafter printed into handbills and becomes law. Against this backdrop, the committee recommends to Ministry of Final Development Planning that in the future, it should revert to the legislature to correct any wrongful classifications. 2, that the chief clerk office should revise the procedure of transmitter of laws to the executive. 3, that the relevant staff be subjected to disciplinary measures for gross negligence by the full plenary. Okay? That's their recommendations. When millions of dollars are being siphoned, millions of dollars siphoned. By people of their own peers, their colleagues, senators, representatives. Joseph Boakai, the executive, is in the know of these changes that were done. Okay? And these are some of the things that I got from those lawmakers that I spoke with directly. Okay? This report completely, and it's probably the fact, completely exonerated Speaker Kofa. It completely exonerated Speaker Kofa. As you heard the guy reading in there, Speaker Kofa was out of the country on May 5th or May 7th, when his signature was affixed to the document. He was out of the country. So it's not possible that he signed off on that. That's a technical issue right there. It's not possible. Yeah. On May 8th, the deputy chief clerk received from the secretary of the Senate. Okay? The secretary of the Senate is Nambolo Singbe. Nambolo Singbe. That's who, one of the architects behind this whole thing. Okay? We cannot, Alexander Cummings said, we cannot do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. I thought Solo don't like for me to equate that to him. He said it was Albert Einstein. I said that. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. No, it's not possible. CDC cannot do these things. I mean, our lawmakers, the CDC lawmakers, okay? The CDC lawmakers cannot sit idle by and allow these things to happen. If it means punishing one of your own, yeah. I thought Solo see that he laughing. If it means punishing one of your own, you have to do it. That's a maverick thing to do. Okay? Look at what we heard today on the news. A staunch conservative Republican, Les Cheney, Dick Cheney's daughter, spoke today in North Carolina and said she is voting for Kamala Harris. She's breaking rank with her party to do the right thing, to vote for a Democrat, Kamala Harris. You know how much weight does Liz Cheney have? And to make that statement in a battleground state, North Carolina, amidst a huge round of applause. Eh? You know what it means? And that's where I find myself in this whole thing. All right? That's where I find myself. In this whole thing, I will not sit idle by and see the wrong thing being done and don't speak against it. Okay? I will not do that. I will not sit by and see the wrong things being done and don't speak against it. If it means whatever, then let it happen. This is Liz Cheney today. This is Liz Cheney. Listen to her today. Just 1 hour 30. Sorry, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. Listen.
So a number of people asked me to ask this question, so I'm gonna. Do you want to make news? Would you like to announce who you're endorsing in 2024?
Because we're here in North Carolina, I think it is crucially important for people to recognize not only is what I've just said about the danger that Trump poses something that should prevent people from voting for him, but I don't believe that we have the luxury of writing in candidates' names, particularly in swing states. And as a conservative, as someone who believes in and cares about the Constitution, I have thought deeply about this. And because of the danger that Donald Trump poses, not only am I not voting for Donald Trump, but I will be voting for Kamala Harris in this election.
You see the round of applause? It took the whole time, 30 seconds. You see it? You see the round of applause? Let's go back.
And as a conservative, as someone who believes in and cares about the Constitution, I have thought deeply about this. And because of the danger that Donald Trump poses, not only am I not voting for Donald Trump, but I will be voting for Kamala Harris in this election. And cares about the Constitution.
And that was at a conservative think tank in North Carolina. putting country first before party, before people, or before a person. Putting country first. And that's what we will be doing. And that's what we've done in the past, and we'll continue on that trend. We've held, you heard the opening here. We protested against the justice minister in the CDC government, Frank Musa Dean. We were very hard on the then NSA director. We were very hard on him. We had name for him, yeah. Deep throat. We did. We went against Kamaya when that allegations were levied against him, and when he was appointed Minister of Foreign Affairs, to the extent we said that he should not be confirmed. We did. Okay? When we got tipped off that the government was in negotiation with Henry Costa to pay him monies to come back on board, we published that. We stuck to it. Okay? When Wehene pardon was in the works, Brownie Samuka, we broke that news that Brownie Samuka will be pardoned. People within our own party rain insults on us. Our sources told us, say, big brother, Mr. Gilmer, don't give up. It will happen. It has already been signed, sealed, and delivered. It just signed, sealed. It's just a matter of deliverance. They're going to deliver that message. After almost 2-3 weeks, then Minister McGill called a news conference and announced that Brownie Samuka has been pardoned by the president. Okay? Many things we've done. But people say we don't speak up when CDC is in the wrong or when things happen. We have the record. We are on record for a number of things that we've done. Because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Country first. This is why this program is called Liberia First. But people with difference of opinion, they think that what we do here does not uplift, does not benefit the country, Liberia. Okay? That's what people think. We are on an obligation to doing the right thing. And our lawmakers, our legislative caucus must deliver on those terms. Okay? They need to adopt an agenda. If they don't have one, an agenda that speaks about protecting civil servants, the rights of the people. Yeah, thank you, Duba Hill. He says, I am a witness like many of your followers, Mr. Gilmer. You stay consistent. Thank you. I always said here that your advocacy must be honest, must be consistent, and must show leadership. Yeah. I will not be the Donald Trump who rallied the people on January 6th and sent them to the Capitol and he sat down. I will follow you. Because if you want to lead people, follow them. Yeah. If you want to lead people, follow them. Okay? We can't play it safe. All right? We can't play it safe. Our lawmakers must not play it safe. They must adopt an agenda that speaks to, they have a perfect opportunity right now. According to the conversations I had with the senator and the representative, CDC do have a perfect opportunity right now with what is happening in the country. Look at SKTV. SKTV conducting polls, asking if election were held today in Liberia, who will win? President Weah is on top. Twice they've conducted those polls. From Liberia, from the diaspora, people call in. Twice now. But what good is it when we elect President Weah and to be president 2029 and we have an opposition Senate and opposition House of Representatives because of what they failed to do today that safeguard the mass dismissals. We heard the speaker talk about civil service agency. It's not supported by the Constitution. What has been done? Civil service agency continue to use taxpayer dollars to dismiss people, to go against civil servants. Eh? Okay? Thank you there, Fmr Morris. She said, yes, Mr. Gamer is one thing we are proud of you for. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. But may you lead that Trump argument, yeah. Now, why I'm not reading your comment there. So let me just tell you, you lead that Trump argument, yeah. All right. I'll just show you what Liz Cheney and many other Republicans are doing. That's all I'll just show you. All right? Yeah. If you want to win, you got to attract people under your tent. Yeah. That's what our people not doing. That's why we are raising the alarm so that they change course of action. And I take serious the conversations I had with those people today. All right? Because we cannot say we are preparing to come back. We don't have a strategy. Something I spoke about many times. We don't have a plan of action. We don't have a strategy. Everything is a knee-jerk approach. Sad, but that's what it is. Okay? You ask the tough questions, the hard questions, people go at you. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. If you don't have the answer, you don't provide it. You don't answer. But the questions will be asked. And we will ask the hard question. That's why we are who? GEDEH Talk. Yeah. Okay. Boyka is even getting the feedback from the citizenry about a huge salary disparity from his people. Patrick Horner, Mo Ali, Amos Twer, Hussein Dugle, and a host of others. Okay, just what they are doing. This computer has frozen. Folks, bear with us here. We're going to be right back. We apologize. We apologize greatly for that break in our broadcast, but it's good. We are back with you again. Apologize very greatly. Okay. AB Connor says SKTV conducted the polls 3 times and President Weah won in all instances on an incremental percentage basis, my brother. Absolutely. Yeah. Philip Moko. Yeah, Philip Moko, he said, wow, my brother, I didn't see you long time, my dear. Well, let the Almighty God give you the grace. Thank you very much, Phil. I must say I've not seen you on here quite a while. Well, welcome, welcome. Good to see you on here tonight. No soup boys, more than palm butter. Welcome. That's our disciplinary manager right there. Welcome to you. And Musa Brown from New Jersey. Welcome, my man. How you doing? All right. Our folks needs to set up. They got to show that testicular fortitude. All right. With this fingering of the budget, all right. You listen. If you read the document, the report, you will see Joseph Boyka was in the know, is in the know. He knows that. You will see how the movement, and you will notice the cover up also. Okay, you will notice the cover up. Yeah, you will notice the cover up. It's a sad thing. Very sad thing. In a country like Liberia, you got people receiving $15,000 in salaries, $22,000 in salaries, $25,000 in salaries. And Joseph Boyka said he's alarmed by the outcry of the Liberian people over the salary structure of his own people. Yeah, Jessica, MJ. She said SK was so mad over the results and started insulting the Liberian people. They wanted a change. They wanted the Liberian people to say they don't want George Weah. But the man is a human magnet. Okay? He's a human magnet. Yeah. You know? He's a human magnet. And what did we find out from these guys that are making all these exorbitant salaries? They said they made it there. They made it there. But they met their civil servants there, hired by their own government. They met them there. The same way the CDC met thousands of Unity Party partisans in the employ of government and didn't get rid of them. Because a government must be able to care for her citizenry. The government cannot witch hunt her citizens. The government cannot stoke fears in the citizens. The government must not be the one that is involved with mass dismissals of her citizens. Then why do you go look for investment or investors to come into the country? Is it not to create jobs? Or will you tell somebody from Indonesia or from China where you are today when they say, I'm coming to make business in Liberia? Will you line up who to employ? Eh? Eddie, Mayata Song Balima. Mr. Gilmer, they can take everything away from you. One thing I know they will never take away is your integrity. Thank you very much, Eddie Balima. That's related to what Mahatma Gandhi said. Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi, the father of India. He said, they will beat us, they will kill us, they will spit on us, they will not have our respect. Yeah. They can do whatever they want to do. They will not have our respect. And that's the worst thing that can ever happen. To force somebody to respect you. Even when your own little child does something, you're so mad you want to discipline them. Yeah. How much more your masters over you? You telling them they care they will not win your respect. You know? That's the only thing we have. Your values, what you stand for, your principles. All right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we are. Uh, uh, the rescue mission failed to rescue the Liberian people. Instead, they are dismissing people on a mass scale. Okay? Sacking people, creating hardship for the citizenry. Sad. Very sad times in our country. Very, very sad time. Lawrence Chia, somebody tell Lawrence Chia he's watching on YouTube and he said no sound. MJ, do you have sound on YouTube? Yeah. And Dubois Hill, do you have sound on the YouTube? Lawrence Chia said no sound. You watching YouTube? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. There are a bunch of people watching here. I don't think you got problem on the YouTube channel. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm hearing myself. I'm monitoring the channel. It's okay. Kana Zile said, I do. Yeah. So Lawrence Chia, you need to look at it, look at your set. Okay. I see quite a bit of people here watching. Elvis Morris, my man. I see you long time. Say you bring it to McGee with plenty soda. I didn't see your comment earlier on, man. Elvis, how you doing? Elizabeth Lavla and William Hoff, all on the YouTube channel. Ahash Bewazi, yeah. And Joseph Richards said YouTube is loud and clear. Absolutely, it is. Yeah. Etta Gay, welcome. Achibo, you Morris. And Jala Rayleigh Johnson said the sound is good. Yeah. Jessica, yeah. And Orita Brown said that YouTube has sound on the TV. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you know, every time we come to you with these conversations about our country, especially under this government, the downward, the spiral trend that this country have gone into with Joseph Yuma Boakai at the helm of power is troubling, very troublesome. Okay, the hopes of the people are dashed. The hopes of the people are dashed. People, uh, uh, Prince Bala is cool. Thank you. Escalon Dia from Monrovia, welcome. Pinsville, good to see you as well. Okay, let me read this comment from AB. I think at this point, there should be criminal investigation conducted right and then to falsify the signature of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is a major crime based on the fact that Speaker Kofa was out of the country. Thank you. A vote of no confidence should be on the House floor right now. But AB, you know what happened? They are afraid. If you go hard on the secretary or Nambolo Singbe, on the clerks, and don't go hard on your own, those people or Nambolo Singbe then will be speaking out. They will be holding news conferences. You understand? Yeah, Joseph Richards. He said he's monitoring the show on his 70-inch TV. Thank you, my man. Good. Yeah. Okay. Bacchus Young. He said that the real Liberian English there. I'm late today, Umpa. Today, Umpa, I'm late. Yeah, AB, that's what it is. Look at the recommendations that I read out. Okay? Do you think in the right frame of mind is the clerk and the secretary that will recall the budget from the executive after everything was done, will bring it back and change things inside? Yeah? It's just a matter of time before we put people's names outside. A matter of time before we put people's names outside. We are just holding on to this information. Just not yet. Yeah. Donald Trump said, I will not be nice. Right? James Keller. You know what Donald Trump said? Emmanuel JJ. The other Trump people. He said, should I be nice on Kamala? Kamala, Amy Black. Should I be nice? I will not be nice. Yes, I can wear. I will not be nice. I wrote Taino Solo. Just a matter of time. I will not be nice. No. Charlene Pratt, should I be nice? All right. Josephine Satamwa Amisa, welcome to you there. All right. Because, I was saying to you, every time we have these conversations about our country and seeing the downward trend that this country is going, it should behoove all of us, to do the right thing. Director Desayu, welcome. To do the right thing. Call on our lawmakers. I mean, those are the only people we have in the government that hold higher position. The speaker, the deputy speaker, the federal heads of committees, and what have you. James Keller said, you can't be nice to your opponent. You can't be nice to your opponent. Yeah. And Kana Zile, that is why it's good to put the document to be in the PDF file. Yeah, we're going to share that document with you guys. The report. Yeah. We'll share the report with you. I will share it on the page, on GEDEH Hot Top page, and you can get it from there. Hopefully following the show or early in the morning. All right. Confident D, welcome to you. How you doing? Director Desayu, welcome there. And Sam Diaz says the YouTube sound is okay. Absolutely. Welcome. Thank you very much, Dia. Good to see you. Director Desayu, welcome there, my sister. How are you? Okay, we're going to share that piece of information with you so that you see what we're talking about. And back to you, AB. They may likely not even punish that clerk or those clerks and the Secretary of the Senate, Nambola. They may not punish them because that should call for immediate dismissal to tamper with the law. The budget, once it is passed, it becomes a law. Charlene Pratt said, please don't be nice to them, Mr. Gilmer. I hear you. Monique Walker, where are you? Should I be nice? MEM, where are you? Abilishia or Oma? Oma, well, how you doing today? And Emmanuel Swen says, I hope T5 is not part of that stealing. No. No sympathy. We are getting just there where we will call the names out and there will be no sympathy. Yeah. All right. So we're going to open up the phone lines here, take a few callers. If you don't mind, you want to be part of the conversation here, call us here at 313-957-9702, WhatsApp and direct. And then we're going to put you through, okay? A minute per caller, 313-957-9702. All right? Mustafa Dabla, welcome there. Mustafa said, good morning. Welcome to you. Mark Richard Blair, Mr. Gilmer, in Musa ability voice. They will be sent to the committee room. Yeah, thank you. If you want anything to die in the House of Representatives, in the House of Senate, send it to committee room. Then they follow it with some brown envelopes and some other talking points. Little gentlemen, I mean, your leader team, and blah, 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 blah. That's the kick. The Liberian people's kick is being partitioned, divided. Same dear. They are so wicked. No sympathy for the devil. Absolutely. But we're gonna go after them wherever they find themselves, wherever they run to. Like we stated here many times, the Triple D, the Digging Deeper Department, will uncover your path. Once you are under the clouds, you are under the sun, you live on earth, we will go after you if need be. If you are on our radar, yeah, we'll go after you. Let's take our first caller here from Salihu Kroma, Minnesota. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm good. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I got a question for you. I don't get it. I know you asked me what you don't get, and then I don't get it.
Uh-huh.
I don't get those people that are in power now.
Yeah.
That claim that they knew everything. That claim that they had all the experience.
Uh-huh.
How come they're blundering like this? They're blundering more than when you go to school.
Absolutely.
Because even people who just get common sense can't blunder like this.
No.
This blunder is too big. This is the greatest blunder ever for people who claim to know everything.
Who claim to know everything, yeah.
And then every second, every minute, every hour, that's a mistake.
And then the stealing that they do is on a mass scale, so millions of dollars.
Yeah, they stealing on a error. That one not baffling me that much.
He said
every minute, the stealing on the error is not baffling me that much because I know that continuation project they were going to see. I know now I knew.
I knew that stealing part it was going to continue.
Right.
But my point here is those people who we claim the Liberian people say, oh, these are the liberators. These are the people that know those things. They already know something about government. They know how government function, everything.
Right.
Those are the people that I don't understand. I don't get it. Up to now, I don't get it. How those people, 12 years, all the years they've been in power, they blow more than any other person that have not even gone to power.
Right.
That's why I don't get. Sometimes I sit and say, but the people used to say the Seditian government or Judge Weah is not competent.
It's not competent.
It's not this, it's not this. But from the head, from Joseph Boakai, who all those status were given to him for government, only the government title, 47 years, 20, all the years of being in government. How can you be blundering every minute, every second you blunder?
Yeah.
That's why I don't get. I really don't get it. At least sometimes you say, oh, something happened and then it's covered and that mistake is not to be made. But when you make mistake today, the next day they'll make mistake again.
Yeah.
And the mistake they make, these are great mistakes that are leaking up. I can't be some things CDC used to do. People never used to hear about it.
No.
It never used to be in the public space like this. But this one is too open. Look how you talk about your published document. Even something they used to do, how you can know it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk about publishing our house document, whole document concerning our finances, our legislature pass, everything, you're talking about putting that in the public space. Other people for other countries looking at it and say, but how can Mr. Gamer get or news reporter or somebody or broadcaster just leaking into the whole government or legislature things, then bringing it out and just putting it in public,
right.
Which means they're not functioning well. They're not working. That's how it's looking like. So that's my take. I don't understand, Mr. Gamer. I don't understand. Even I think we can take our children from here to go run like bro. Seriously. Because it's too funny. I can't understand.
It is.
Because the 12th grader, the 9th grader, the 10th grader, sometimes when they come, they sit down, they're talking about how they're doing that managerial skills in schools, how to manage things and other things, courses then they do. We don't even know that they're doing those things, but they can't start telling the parents that these are what we're doing.
Right.
If the children can manage those small things and come to us and try to tell us what they're doing in schools, and we say that and the other courses, then they can imagine the children in high school.
Right.
They're doing those things. So when they get to government activities now, they'll be way advanced. There are people who now can't yet. They now see all those things. They claim to be they know more. That just we are novice. Everything they now know nothing. That the people then are learning there. Hey, ready? I can't understand it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Before the next caller, A.B. Connor, my brother. It is now clear that Liberia is now headed by a hollow-hearted, insincere leadership. Exactly. Now, Jessica M. Beslow, the people don't have any good international contacts. GMB is a weak and sick president. Sick and can steal and lie. What made Liberia love? My brother there from Michigan. Liberia is really going backwards. A friend of mine who works with public schools said registration started today and the total number of students registered was 11. Unlike the past where they used to turn students away. Wow. (518) 9623. Boy Solo.
Yeah.
Welcome.
No doubt.
Let's
no
hear
doubt.
you. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, people.
Yeah.
I like your courage and I keep it up. But I want to say to you is that we want to encourage the Baka-led government. Let us keep moving. All the minister or legislator, you continue stealing. Just keep moving. And that the country money, now the country money now is for you.
It's for you.
Enough for the ordinary people that President Weah used to give it to tell them say you're eating.
Yeah.
So you go for against him. Just thank you for voting for the people. Let it put in jail themselves. And y'all keep suffering, let it put in jail themselves. But I can tell you, Mr. Gibbon, this government you see so, this president you see so, Liberian people, we get our family that let people put in more overtime to work to be able to take care of some of them. That not working at all. They keep on more hours. The government, Mr. Kimon, the government will be the worst.
Absolutely.
The worst government in Liberia history. The government will feel big time. The hardship on the government will be bad, Mr. Kimon. The government will suffer that you will not even believe it, Mr. Kimon. You will say, oh, these are things people used to say to us and are what going to happen.
Right.
Look, nobody going to give Joseph Baka a penny. That China he added, that just free money they wasted. Nothing will come from there.
I'm telling you.
You understand?
Nothing.
This man is completely swear by God. Because I'm telling you, Mr. Gamer, there are a lot of things that man did that I can tell you. Mr. Gamer, just look at the recent incident, Mr. Gamer. The man convoy hit a keke.
Yeah, hit keke. 2 people died.
You understand?
Yeah.
The other group went to the hospital. Hey, man, Mr. Gamer, man, for God's sake, as a president of the Republic of Liberia, the journalist asked you, oh, Mr. President, you came to see the victim. Mr. Gamer, man, as a father, man, oh,
everything.
We're sorry for this day. We are sorry. It's a sad day to see my citizen losing their life, and few are in the hospital. We are going to work with those family members to see how bad we can take care of those people. But it's a sad day in our country today. We are asking the citizens to be mindful and watchful how they get on the street. But you know what the man said? The man said, well, there will be a lesson for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go back to that video.
I know.
Thank you. A lesson for them. They will never do it. They will not try again.
Thank you very
The
much.
man is correct, Mr. Gamer. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. Director, these are you. And all they do is to put the police in the streets every time CDC is out there to scare them. But we are not afraid of GMB police. No, we're not. And Eddie Badman, being nice by sending GMB to hospital not only cost President Weah his job, but the suffering of the Liberian people. Absolutely. And then Moiba Conan, Michael, do you really think those clerks temper with the document? Really? They were used as pawn. Gilmore, you are too practical. Absolutely. That's what we are saying here, Moiba. They want to, they will not punish them, because if they do, they will speak up. Yeah. Miss Campbell, Josephine Campbell, welcome.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear you.
Hello, Mr. Gilmore.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. No, it's so sad. It's very sad for every one of us, for our mama Liberia, for our brothers, for our sisters, our parents back home. The woman is too old for this. Why they killing it? Why they hurting people? They killing people? Why? When they used to protest every other day.
Yeah.
They know that people don't supposed to get in the street.
Yeah.
Why the children always be in the hospital?
Every day.
Why? Why there's no more freedom of speech in Liberia? It's very, very terrible.
It is.
But Joseph Boakai, whatever you're doing, they will follow your great-grandchildren. When they get government, they got the right to protest when they don't like what you're doing. They got the right to speak. Police people, this man already lived his life. He's not running again.
No.
Are you guys following your life because of him?
Yeah.
You're not doing it to the people you're harming today. You're doing it to your future, to your grandchildren's future.
Absolutely.
Now, anybody that died, your blood will go on your hands. Your hands, your God, are dirty. Jesus will get ready for you.
Always.
Your entire family for stopping, for putting people in things like this. Why?
Thank you very much, Miss Kimber. Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, hello?
We are welcome. Let's hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say something very short. You know, in life, when you are in your, let's say, when you are a teenager, you know, mistake is very cheap. You know, you can make mistakes and then you can bounce back very fast.
Right.
But when you are in your 40, 45, 50, 60, the mistake become very expensive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And most especially when you are in your 70s and you know all the way going to 80, you cannot even afford to fall down, because falling down is very expensive. If you fall down, you might not even get up.
No, you might not get up. Yeah.
Yeah, we are looking at 177 years old, and we're still talking about we made mistake, and the mistake will cost us dearly.
Absolutely.
So Liberian people we have no excuse, and in fact they have no excuse, because for me I have options. You cannot have excuse. You cannot say you made mistake after 177 years old, and you expect to go out there. People people are listening to you. They expect you to be the one to lead the way, to tell them where to go. But instead you are looking up to them,
right,
just by your age, you know.
Right.
And
absolutely.
so this will just be a setback. And I know Liberian people that they will not learn, because even if you read the comments and all the kind of stuff, what they are saying, you know that we are headed nowhere.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's just what I have to say. This 177 years old mistake is very expensive.
It's very expensive. Thank you very much, Alf. Thank you. Lawson Zilli, they are in China, probably trying to illegally remortgage the Putu Mountain. Joseph Boaka is a disaster. And Frank Tume, don't come cry here. Mr. Kimmer is so funny. Yeah. Every time she want to end with something and tear in the background. And that time to cry here. Let the Liberian people celebrate. And Louis Wilson, Mr. Gamer, you really looking good on my TV, on YouTube. Thank you very much. All of you watching the YouTube channel. I see quite a number of folks on there. William Hoff, Jessica, Elizabeth Lavla, Duba Hill, Evis Morris, Lawrence Chie, Ahaj Bewazi, Kanazile, and a host of others that are following. Prince Bala, Lawrence Chie, all of you on the YouTube channel. We got over 81,000 that follow on the radio app. Yeah. And I think the leader on our radio is Emin Black. She continues to be. Folks, that does it for us here tonight. Takunje to take us home.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta whip us some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not know. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in DNA.
Abraham Conner, the generosity and magnanimity Senator McGill and Melvin Co used to extend to students in Bond County and other places was misconstrued as corruption, which of course led McGill's sanction. Those students and their families are struggling today to get back to school. But the so-called rescue mission senators and representatives cannot extend similar generous hands to them.
The people fool us, the people lie to us,
the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they kidnap, they corrupt.
No one to trust. My people,
no one to hope on. My hope that I had has been broken.
Telling you, brother. So
why are they schools? Why are they roads? Why are they jobs that they said they could afford? They're too selfish. People tired with their rhetoric.
People tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray.
They have enough, but yet they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger.
Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation
is poor. You got nothing to show.
Nothing. So
why? The government should lie.
Why? But that's the question that we ask.
They lied to us. Takunje taking us home tonight. Well, folks, that does it for us here on the global stage. Our broadcast is not limited here. You can join us on the FM dial, where the entertainment never stops. 24/7, we are on there. Thanks to our many callers into the show tonight. Distributors of the show. All of you that are trending with us here. Our team of panelists and analysts will resume subsequently. Continue to follow GEDEH Talk FM 107 here on Facebook and of course on YouTube. Until then, I've been your host and announcer,
with the promises.
Wow, Michael Gilman.
We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us.
They think we have it frustrate us.
So why does you lie?
Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to agree? You see, we just tell you that what we vote tell you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later us abuse us. So
why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
The people fool us.
The people lie to us. The government betray us.